Okay, let's talk Juju. No, not the kind your aunt puts on her hair to make it fabulous, though that's powerful stuff too. Juju, in this context, is something far more profound and deeply rooted in tradition. I'm talking about the real deal Juju, straight from the motherland, Africa. It's an integral part of the cultural and spiritual landscape, influencing everything from daily life to major life events. Now, I know what you might be picturing. Dark chanting, bubbling cauldrons, maybe a shrunken head or two. Hollywood, am I right? But Juju is so much more than these sensationalized images. Look, we've all seen The Lion King, and while it gives us a glimpse into the beauty of Africa, it doesn't quite capture the essence of Juju. But here's the thing, Juju is way more than spooky stereotypes. It's a living, breathing tradition that has been passed down through generations. It's a rich tapestry of spiritual beliefs and practices woven into the fabric of West African culture. From the vibrant festivals to the intricate textile weaving, Juju is present in many forms. It's about connection to ancestors, to nature, to the energy that flows through all living things. This connection is celebrated and honored in various rituals and ceremonies. So, buckle up as we journey into the heart of Juju. We'll explore its origins, its significance, and its impact on contemporary African society. We'll separate fact from fiction, bust some myths, and maybe even learn a thing or two about ourselves along the way. By understanding Juju, we gain a deeper appreciation for the rich cultural heritage of Africa and the wisdom it holds. To understand Juju, we gotta go way back. Think ancient civilizations, folks. We're talking about traditions passed down through generations, long before colonialism ever set foot in Africa. Juju finds its roots in the Yoruba people of West Africa, specifically in Nigeria and Benin. For them, it's not some mystical sideshow, it's a way of life. It's about understanding the spiritual forces that surround us and learning to live in harmony with them. Imagine a world where your ancestors are always with you, guiding your steps and whispering wisdom in your ear. That's the essence of Juju, a deep connection to the past, present, and future. It's about tapping into the power within and around us, recognizing that we're all part of something much bigger than ourselves. Now, Juju isn't just some abstract concept, it's woven into the very fabric of daily life. Think of it like a spiritual toolkit for navigating the ups and downs of being human. Need a little boost in your love life? There's a Juju ritual for that. Want to protect your home from negative energy? Juju's got you covered. From birth to death and everything in between, Juju offers guidance, protection, and a way to connect with the divine. Think of it like this. You wouldn't go on a safari without a guide, right? Well, Juju is like having a spiritual GPS, helping you navigate the twists and turns of life's journey. It's about harnessing the power of intention, belief, and connection to create positive change in your life and the world around you. Let's be real, every culture has its own set of myths and legends. These stories are the lifeblood of communities, weaving together the past, present, and future in a tapestry of shared experiences and values. And Juju is no different. Rooted deeply in African traditions, Juju encompasses a rich array of beliefs, practices, and narratives that have been passed down through countless generations. These stories, passed down through generations, are more than just bedtime tales. They serve as a bridge between the old and the new, connecting the wisdom of ancestors with the curiosity of the young. They're packed with wisdom, moral lessons, and a healthy dose of entertainment. Through these narratives, communities instill values, teach important life lessons, and provide a sense of identity and belonging. Take Anansi the spider, for example. Anansi is one of the most famous characters in African folklore, known for his cleverness and trickery. He's a trickster god, always spinning webs of mischief and wisdom. His tales are not just about his adventures, but also about the human condition, exploring themes of intelligence, resourcefulness, and the consequences of one's actions. His stories teach us about the importance of wit, cunning, and always reading the fine print. They remind us that intelligence and quick thinking can often overcome brute strength and adversity. Then there's the talking drum, a powerful instrument that can mimic the tones of human speech. This drum is not just a musical instrument but a vital communication tool in many African cultures. Legend has it that the drums can communicate messages across vast distances, connecting villages and sharing news with the speed of sound. The talking drum's ability to convey complex messages through rhythm and tone is a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of these cultures. These stories, steeped in symbolism and allegory, offer a glimpse into the heart and soul of Juju. They reveal the values, fears, hopes, and dreams of the people who tell them, providing a rich tapestry of cultural heritage. They remind us that magic and wonder exist in the world, if only we know where to look. In every story, every beat of the drum, and every whispered legend, there's a piece of the human spirit, waiting to be discovered and cherished. Section 5, Juju versus the Empire: A History of Misunderstandings. Now, let's address the elephant in the room: colonialism. When European powers arrived in Africa, they didn't exactly come bearing gifts and open minds. They saw Juju as a threat, a primitive superstition that needed to be eradicated. Imagine trying to explain the internet to someone who's never seen a computer. That's kind of what happened with Juju. Colonizers, blinded by their own beliefs, couldn't grasp the complexities of this ancient tradition. They labeled it as black magic and witchcraft, using fear and misinformation to discredit and suppress African spirituality. It's like that friend who refuses to try sushi because they don't like fish. They're missing out. Section 6, Hollywood and Juju: the good, the bad, and the stereotypical. Okay, we've talked about colonialism, but let's not forget about Hollywood's role in all of this. Hollywood has a long history of shaping perceptions, often in ways that are far from accurate. From Tarzan to The Lion King, Western media has often depicted Juju through a distorted lens. These films, while entertaining, have a tendency to oversimplify and misrepresent complex cultural practices. Remember that scene in The Lion King where Rafiki shakes a gourd and magically conjures Simba's image? It's a memorable moment, but it's a far cry from the reality of Juju practices. Yeah, that's not exactly how Juju works. Juju is a deeply spiritual and complex tradition, not just a plot device for magical realism. But hey, at least they got the whole circle of life thing right. The interconnectedness of life is a concept that resonates deeply in many African cultures. Look, I get it. Hollywood loves a good stereotype. It's easier to create a story around familiar tropes than to delve into the nuances of a culture. It's easier to rely on tired tropes than to actually do the research and portray a culture with accuracy and respect. But this laziness has a cost. But the truth is, these misrepresentations have real-world consequences. They shape how people view entire cultures, often leading to prejudice and discrimination. They perpetuate harmful stereotypes and contribute to the misunderstanding and marginalization of African traditions. It's time for Hollywood to step up and take responsibility for the stories it tells. Accurate representation matters, and it starts with a commitment to understanding and respecting the cultures being portrayed. Section 7, Juju today still got it. Now, despite centuries of attempts to suppress it, Juju is alive and well. It's still practiced by millions of people across West Africa and the diaspora. From bustling cities to rural villages, Juju continues to provide guidance, healing, and a sense of connection to something greater than ourselves. It's like that old pair of jeans you can never bring yourself to throw away. Sure, they might be a little faded, but they're comfortable, familiar, and they just feel right. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, Juju offers a sense of grounding, a reminder of our interconnectedness, and a source of strength and resilience. Section 8. Beyond the misconceptions: finding respect for Juju. So how do we move beyond the misconceptions and appreciate Juju for what it truly is? Well, it starts with education. By learning about the history, beliefs, and practices of Juju, we can begin to dismantle the stereotypes and appreciate its richness and complexity. It's like trying to understand a joke in a different language. Once you learn the nuances and cultural context, what was once confusing becomes clear and often hilarious. Respect is key. Just like we wouldn't mock someone's religion or cultural practices, we should approach Juju with an open mind and a willingness to learn. It's about recognizing the value and beauty in traditions different from our own. Section 9. Juju's enduring legacy, a testament to human connection. In the end, Juju is a testament to the enduring human need for connection to our ancestors, to nature, and to the spiritual realm. It's a reminder that we're not just isolated individuals but part of a vast and interconnected web of life. So the next time you hear the word Juju, don't just think about shrunken heads and voodoo dolls. Think about the rich history, the spiritual depth, and the enduring power of this ancient tradition. Think about the millions of people whose lives are enriched by its wisdom and guidance. And maybe, just maybe, you'll discover a little bit of Juju magic in your own life.